Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the world of big business, and today it looks like Snowflake had a pretty chill summer quarter, but let's see if that chill is a good thing or if they're just, well, frozen in place. Before we dive in, if you like getting the real story behind company earnings without all the jargon, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, join our Discord community too, link down below for more great discussions on all things business. So on August 27th of 2025, Snowflake dropped their latest report telling us how they did in the 3 months that ended on July 31st. Think of this as a quick check-in on how their business engine is running. Now, Snowflake is known for its cloud data platform, basically a super fast way for companies to store and analyze massive amounts of information using the cloud. Their stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker SNO. Interestingly, even though they're a big tech company, they don't really have a central headquarters. For official reporting purposes, they've picked Bozeman, Montana as their principal executive office. It's kind of like saying we're everywhere and nowhere at the same time, typical for a cloud company, I guess. The main event here is the press release they put out announcing their financial results. This is where we get to see the actual numbers, the nitty-gritty, that tells us if they're winning or losing. This means we're looking at their performance during what was likely a pretty busy summer for many businesses. We want to know if Snowflake services were in high demand or if things started to slow down. Remember, numbers don't lie, but they do need a good decoder to tell their story. The report is signed off by their Chief Financial Officer, Michael P. Scarpelli, which is standard procedure. He's the one saying, yep, these are our results and they're accurate. Now, let's get to the juicy part, the financial condition and results. While this filing in 8K is more about making sure the public knows what's going on right now, often these reports reference more detailed financial statements usually found in a 10Q or 10K. In this case, the key is Exhibit 99.1, the press release itself, which contains the highlight reel of their recent performance. Unfortunately, the actual financial tables with the detailed numbers aren't directly embedded in this Form 8K itself, but they would be in that referenced press release. When we look at a company like Snowflake, we're always interested in their revenue growth, how much they're spending, and if they're making a profit. Are they selling more of their cloud data services? Are new customers signing up, and are existing customers spending more? These are the questions a good financial report answers. For Snowflake, the big story is usually around their revenue growth and their ability to convert that revenue into actual profit, or at least positive cash flow as they invest heavily in growing their platform. They operate in a very competitive space, so how they're performing against rivals is always a key consideration. Think about how companies like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud also offer data solutions. Snowflake needs to show its unique value proposition and execution. In many of these filings, you'll see numbers like revenue reported and then compare that to, say, the previous quarter or the same quarter in the prior year. A big jump in revenue is usually great news, showing demand, but we also need to look at their costs. Are their expenses growing faster than their revenue? That can be a red flag. For Snowflake specifically, their costs often include significant spending on sales and marketing to acquire new customers, and also research and development to keep their cutting-edge technology ahead of the curve. So while we don't have the specific numbers from the press release here in this document, when we generally analyze a company like Snowflake, we'd be looking for trends like growth in current remaining performance obligations, or CRPO, which is essentially the revenue they've already secured but haven't yet recognized. This gives a good hint about future revenue. We'd also look at gross profit margins. If their gross margins are healthy, it suggests they can efficiently deliver their services. A drop in those margins might mean they're having to offer discounts or their costs to deliver the service are going up. Given Snowflake's business model, we're always watching their customer acquisition and retention carefully. Are they attracting large enterprise clients who will spend a lot? And are those clients sticking around and increasing their usage of the platform? A high customer churn rate, meaning many customers leaving, would be a serious concern, whereas strong customer retention and expansion would signal a healthy, growing business. Looking at the broader picture for Snowflake, they're essentially powering the data economy. Companies rely on them to make sense of their data, which is increasingly important for everything from personalization to predictive analytics. So their success is tied to how well businesses are adopting data-driven strategies. The market for cloud data warehousing and analytics is huge and growing, which is a tailwind for Snowflake. However, they face fierce competition and need to constantly innovate to maintain their edge. Now let's consider some potential risks or opportunities that could be highlighted in a more detailed cloud filing. One significant opportunity for Snowflake is the continued expansion of AI and machine learning capabilities, which are heavily reliant on robust data infrastructure. If Snowflake can seamlessly integrate and offer advanced AI services on their platform, it could be a massive growth driver. On the risk side, in a rapidly evolving tech landscape, technological obsolescence is always a factor. If a competitor comes out with a significantly better or cheaper solution, Snowflake could face pressure. Also, as interest rates have risen, the valuations of high-growth tech companies can be scrutinized more closely. This means Snowflake might face pressure to demonstrate a clearer path to profitability. So what's my take on Snowflake based on this filing? This 8K, while not providing the deep financial dive, confirms they're actively reporting their status. The mention of a press release about their quarterly results suggests they're keeping the market informed, which is good business practice. Without the specifics from that press release, it's hard to give a definitive environment they need to show that their strategy of being a pure play cloud data platform is a winning one. Alright, that's our quick decode of the Snowflake filing. What's your take on the cloud data market and Snowflake's place in it? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more regular insights into corporate finance. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord channel linked in the description for more great discussions. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.